No. Sorry, ma'am. No, just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. So, you're thinking of buying a new toilet. Greg Chick, DIY Plumbing Advice here. In this video today, we're going to talk about 5 things you need to know to make a good choice in a toilet. What brand, what size, color, shape, features. Is it 1.28 or 1.6 gallons per flush? And do those really work? The physical requirements that exist. The bowl rough in from the wall, the relationship of the bowl with the door, will it close, the water pressure, and with all the answers to these questions, we'll help you decide which toilet is for you. Number 1, what brand do I go with? Well, right off the bat, what brand doesn't really matter. They all make a lot of features. What matters is what's available at a store near you. Number 2, the features, the size, the color, the shape. These all come with the different brands at different models, makes and models. One feature is the ADA height. That's about 17 inches tall. It's also referred to as the comfort height. Feature is, if you have a hard time standing up and sitting down, it's easier to do so. Generally, the ADA toilets flush a little better because they have a little more height in the bowl to the floor. Another option to the ADA or comfort height toilet is a seat that offers these functions, these features. This is this is a standard height, but it offers the ability to push up off of this. And for some people, this is better than a comfort height or an ADA height toilet. This is a commercial grade seat. There's nothing flimsy about these. You can find these online. This happens to be a Church brand. The brand name CHURCH, Church, but there's several on the market. Then there's the one-piece toilet. That's generally a visual choice. Some claim it's a cleanliness choice, so that there's no gap between the tank and the bowl for dust or something else to get into. One-piece toilets cost extra, as do all these features. Another choice is elongated or round front or regular bowl. The limitations on an elongated toilet are if you have an existing round front toilet and you put in an elongated bowl, if it's a real small bathroom, the door may not close. So look at your shapes and your distances for the elongated. Generally speaking, the elongated is the preferred bowl. Now, if you're prone to excessive volumes of toilet paper in the bowl, the pressure assist toilet is a good choice. There are generally a little more money to buy, and they're a lot noisier, and they cost more to repair. But generally speaking, the pressure assist toilet will push down even an excessive amount of toilet paper, which is usually the number one cause of poor toilet flushing or toilet blockages. And incidentally, septic-safe toilet paper will self-dissolve quickly, and oftentimes those blockages from excessive paper will dissolve and clear themselves. As far as colors go, you're going to pay extra for any other color other than white. The most popular other color is bone or almond. You can usually find those options in stock, white or bone. Another feature is dual flush. I don't recommend dual flush. They cost more. They cost more to repair. They're a little more problematic. And they can save, say, a half a quart per flush. And generally speaking, women prefer to use them or will use them, whereas men won't. And it's just an extra complication that you might not need. I've not seen a lot of happy repairs when the guy got done repairing it saying, "Boy, that was fun and easy." So be warned. A smooth exterior on the bowl where the bowl meets the floor. This is something that's referred to as skirted. We're not referring to fabric here, we're referring to a smooth china glazing that goes all the way to the floor, where there's no horizontal surfaces for dust, lint, or other substances. This is a visual feature and a cleaning feature. So all of these features you pay extra for. So you want to make those choices with what's available, what you want, and what they cost. So let's take a look at a pressure assist toilet. As you can see inside the tank, there is a pressure vessel. Air builds up in there when it fills and it causes a big noise. We'll flush it and we'll see the strength of the flush and we'll see the noise. We'll hear the noise. Get ready, or as they say, hold on to your hat. That's probably removing 1,000 grams of solid waste. That's the highest maximum performance test result, 1,000 grams, and it'll even do excessive toilet paper. And as you heard, it's quite noisy. And in closing, here's a slow closing seat that'll cost you a little extra, and you can buy this seat for almost any toilet. They make them in elongated and round front shapes, so it doesn't just come with the pressure assist toilet. Now, if you'd still like to see 1,000 grams of solid waste removal, but don't want the noise of the turbo, or the expensive parts, or the pressure requirement of at least 45 psi, you can go to a toilet like this. This is a gravity flush toilet. It uses standard hardware store available parts, standard ball cock, common flush lever, common flapper. It happens to be a 3-inch flapper. But look at the 1,000 gram waste removal on a gravity flush toilet, non-turbo. This is fast. That's 1.6 gallons per flush, but in 1.2 or 1.5 seconds, 1,000 grams is removed out of the bowl. Question number 3, 1.28 gallons per flush or 1.6 gallons per flush? That is a regional question. National standards is 1.6 gallons per flush. California and some other regions require 1.28. But do they really work? Well, today's high technology does make better toilets. And all you have to do is go to map-testing.com and check out the available units that are available at your store by taking down the model number and then looking on the website and comparing what's available at your store with the best performances you find at the map testing site. Question 4, physical requirements. If this bathroom was really small and that toilet were sitting right here, and that toilet were to stick out 30 inches, as many toilets can stick out 30 inches if they're elongated, and this door were to open and hit it, that'd be a problem. So if you already have an existing round front toilet, which is a couple inches shorter, and it's right next to the door in a small bathroom, make sure with your measurements before you upgrade to an elongated bowl. Another physical requirement is the distance between the wall and the bolts, right where the toilet bolts to the floor. Down here on the floor, here we have from the wall to the bolt is almost 13 inches. The standard is 12. If the wall is too close, you need to go with a 10-inch rough-in toilet. Those are an optional that cost extra money, and not all models come in a 10-inch rough. But the standard is 12. This one's a little more, and that's why there's a little bit of gap between the tank and the wall here. But that's okay. Now, in rare cases, there are bowls where the footprint down here goes back a little further, and the baseboard to the bolt becomes the issue. This one is 12 inches. So any 12-inch toilet, regardless of how big the footprint is, would fit here. But some of them go back a little further and you'd have to trim the baseboard. You don't want to have to do that. Do your measurements. Number 5. Why can't I just give you a make and model number? Well, that particular make and model number that I choose may or may not be available at your local hardware store or supply house. due to the various issues of 1.28 versus 1.6 and regional marketing. So what I instead do is give you the wisdom, knowledge, and information here to choose of what's available exactly what fits your desires or budget. That's what this is all about. It's a little more due diligence, but it's better. And no, I don't recommend buying a toilet online. Even if you get free shipping, it could come broken. And returning postage at 80 pounds to some other state is troublesome, costly, or both. What you do is you find out what you want, and then you go on the map site and you verify it. And that's the best way to go. Now, some people say, well, what about that $100 toilet that's at the big box? It's a name I recognize. Well, may not be a good idea. It may use special parts that aren't available in the stores. It may use metal bolts instead of bronze bolts to hold the tank on. Those may rot out. And that $100 unit may not remove 1,000 grams. It may only remove 250 or 350 or 5. If you have to pay a plumber once to clear it, bada boom. You could have taken that money and bought a good toilet and still have it. And, you know, I hear people say, well, you know, a wax ring is only a couple bucks. Why do you want a couple hundred to replace a toilet? You know, the installation charges. Well, there's more to replacing a toilet than a $2 wax seal. There's the shutoff valve, and there's the footprint on the floor, there's the wax ring, and there's the last thing, hauling away the old toilet. You know, it's not very popular in the neighborhood to take an old toilet and set it out in the front yard and fill it full of flowers. So even though the dump may charge $25 to take it, that's probably a wise choice. Thank you for watching. Ramona's Plumber, this is Greg. Can I help you? Well, no, it's not about a brand name. No, toilets, there's many. There's no one particular one that makes everything. Well, they generally cost a little more than that, yes. Well, no, it's what's available at your store near you, not a particular make and model that I think is best. So I can't quite cut to the chase. No, you're going to have to do your due diligence. You're going to have to learn what features you want, what features you can have, what your building requires, and then choose from what's available at your local store and take the best pick. But most importantly, what's relevant is what's at the map testing site. That has all the facts, just the facts, man. Yes, thank you.